Joining us now on Blitz for our player interview are a pair of the Tallulah Falls Indians. We got Sammy Davis, a senior guard, and then Gabe Keene, kind of a guard/forward combo. Both of you guys having a fantastic season, so congrats on your success so far, and thank you for being on Blitz. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So Sammy, we'll start with you, man. You've put in the work over the years in this program, and here in your senior year, I don't think you could ask for anything more than being able to set, school history and being a region champion for the first time in program history. What's that feel like for you?
Well, I joined the program sophomore year in 2018. I didn't know anyone, but of course I love the game of basketball, so it was easy to kind of get used to the program, the way things were ran. Well, region championships is something that was always on the back of my mind since I started with this program, and now that we finally made it, everyone put in the work, we put in the time, so when you earn something like that and you know that you've worked hard for it, it feels great.
Yeah, absolutely, and this team has been so much fun to watch, just the way you guys go about every single game. So Gabe, this team going through a 10-game win streak during the season, getting a state ranking at some point as well, and then now you're on a 5-game win streak, and hopefully many more of those to stack onto that as well. But how special is this group in your mindset?
I think we could be a very, very good team. We are a very good team now, but just every time we go on that court, everyone wants to score. Everyone is dangerous in the scoring position, and everyone can make those moves to get someone else open, and if they don't get guarded, they're scoring. So every time we go down, it's probably a bucket.
Yeah, and that makes it really hard for other teams to try to stop you guys, just being able to distribute. And I love the selflessness too. None of you guys seem like you're really selfish with the ball or anything like that. But one of the things that can be easy to happen is when you have this kind of success, for you to almost buy into your own hype, because it's going to surround the team when you have that kind of success. But Sammy, when the team's state ranked and you have the big win streaks, you go undefeated in region, win a region title, all those things. Is there any point where you guys have had to, as a group, sit down and say, hey, let's not worry about the hype, let's not worry about the rankings or the stats, let's just keep focused on what we're doing? How do you stay humble and hungry through all that?
Well, like I said, we've been working for a long time. So when we got the 10-game win streak, we still had region championships on the back of our mind. So we were never really satisfied. We never thought that the job was done. The job still isn't done. We have state coming up on Wednesday. We have our first game. So we just continue to work and continue to get better, make each other better.
And now walk us through in the semifinals game. You gave most of the fans a heart attack with the way that one came down, literally to the last second. So Simeon puts home the putback and sends us, into the region championship game. But what was that like? Your emotions and the adrenaline on that last shot, and then when Simeon put it back in at the buzzer?
Yeah. Well, so we called the timeout a couple of seconds before that play, and we drew up the play for me to get the ball from the inbounds and drive and score. That whole game, Simeon had a crazy game. He was scoring everything. So when I saw that I missed and I turned around and I saw Simeon had it, I knew. I knew he was gonna finish off the game. He was gonna make the shot. And the energy when he made that shot, it was just, I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah.
Especially being how it was the semifinals, and Athens Academy, they played a great game. It was our third time playing them. It was just, I don't know, it was different. The energy was just different.
Yeah, it was awesome. And add to that, y'all's comeback at the end was awesome too, because you were trailing most of that game really until the end. But Gabe, one of these things that, I know you guys have bigger goals than just personal stats or whatever, but looking at where you're at, in terms of where your brother, who played here and did a great job, had a great career here, but his highest in a single season for blocks is 47. You're at 44. You have at least one game left, hopefully 2 or 3 or 4. So a good opportunity for you to pass him. Is that something that you and your brother have talked about a little bit?
Well, I never really thought about the blocks. I didn't keep that in my mind, but I know that he has a lot of school records here, and I know that my goal is to surpass him and be better than him, because I know that's what he wants. Yeah. And it's just every every game I go in, and I'm gonna be like, time to beat your scoring record tonight, which is 37. And I keep talking to him, and every time I'm like, the night he had his winter banquet, I heard how many records he had, and I was like, I'll leave you one just for safekeeping.
Just to be nice. Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, we'll see. So now it's just it's a challenge every time I talk to him, every time I talk to Sanson, which is also my brother. Just every time I talk to them, I'm like, I'm going to be better than you. And it also helps me, it drives me to wanting to be better every time I get on that court. And that's why, that's just that competitive nature between my family is just always pushed me.
Yeah, and there's one thing you can always hold over their head now, and that's
the
being
region
a region championship.
Yes,
but what did you guys talk about maybe in the locker room afterwards, or on the bus ride back to Tallulah Falls? What did you guys talk about when you kind of reflected on that championship?
I think the most drastic time of we just did this was in the locker room after we were holding that trophy. We looked at each other and we were like, this is us. We did this. We are the first, we are going to be in Tallulah Falls history forever.
Yeah. And
we also had this goal that we're going to do it again next year and the next year. And we're not done here because we still have state to go. And it's just, we were very happy that we won this championship, but it's not over because now we got to go for state. And that's a goal I believe all of us have.
Yeah, I love that you said that, and you hinted at that as well, that you're not done yet. There's still work to do. What is it that you hope to accomplish in the state playoffs, Sammy?
Well, for me, I would say just every game that we go into state, we're going to be playing some hard competition, just to play the best basketball that we can play. Work together as a team, work on everything that we've been working on in practice. I don't really have, I would say, a goal. I think the sky is the limit for us. I think we're a great team. We've grown a lot since the beginning of the year. So honestly, I don't think that there's anything that we cannot do.
Right. Just leave it all on the court. Play the best you can. Let the rest take care of itself. Well, guys, congrats on making history, and I feel like there's more history ahead of you, and wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you very much.